Hello everyone, and welcome again this evening. Tonight we're going to be doing, I was going to do the Italian 71 Barolo, but instead we're doing a Sicilian red. We're doing a 2017 Cusumano Nuovo d'Avola, okay? So Duvala, it's Nero Duvala, and it's Cusumano. It's a 2017. Now you'll notice on the other Italian wines, except for Sicily, they'll have the DOC up here, or the DOCG. This has DOC, Sicily has their own DOC region. And they really only make one or two DOCG, which is a higher wine in Sicily. But this vineyard here, Cusumano, there's two brothers, okay? They took it over from their father, Francesco Cusumano. And the two brothers took it over. Well, they went to work with their dad in '95. And then in '95, they took the vineyard over from their father. Their father used to grow grapes and sell them to other wineries. They went into their own business. They studied 5 or 6 years. They got into the business and they exploded it. And they are 1,000 acres now. Matter of fact, they're one of the fastest growing or #1 wine seller in the United States from Sicily with 90 plus wines or more. So what they're doing is they're trying to create their niches from $10 to $50. They're producing 40% of their wines you can lay down for, you know, they're more expensive, 30, 40, big tannins. These wines here you could drink for the next 5, 6 years. They're $12. This James Suckling rates this wine here, okay, the Cusumano. He rates this wine a 91. So $12 rated a 91. Now they have other wines that are 93s that you can sip, but you're paying $48, $50, okay? And they have 5 different territories that they grow in. And they make a couple blancs. They make about a dozen wines. And most of them are reds, and and this soil where this is growing is a limestone, white limestone soil. And in Sicily, there are 5 different regions. They have valleys, they're high, there's some high elevations. They even have one on Mount Etna, which is the volcanic area. You know, one of the 5 really volcanic that's, you know, could be active at any moment. You know, it's one of the more dangerous ones. But they use those soils and they produce a very, that wine's more expensive and that wine can sit a lot longer, okay? That wine, and it's got a lot more to it, okay? This grape, okay? The grape here, this is Nero d'Avola, that grape is the largest single grape in Sicily, okay? And they use that primarily in 2 of their regions, okay? It grows in 4 of their regions, but 2 of the regions they use it, and they like it because of the limestone soil. It does best with the limestone soil, okay? Now, this wine, Sicilian wine has been growing in the last, since the 90s, and it's made a lot more presence. Like when they got 1,000 acres. When they took over their father's place, it was half. But they're sharp. You know, they had this guy, Franco, who helped them, Mark, you know, and he helped them. Now, when you open this up, okay, this is a glass stopper. Now, they saw this stopper when they were in, now you just pull it open like that. See, it's a glass stopper, and it's got a little rubber thing here. So that's right where it is, okay? All their wines are 100% estate grown on their properties, okay? They do get some grapes from other people, but they're mostly all indigenous grapes, you know, from Sicily, okay? And this is, like I said, this is the most prevalent grape growing, okay? And this wine is 100% of the Nero. Now, it's about 13, this is big dark red. This is big. Now, like I said, this is a $12 wine. Yeah, so Francesco was in, not Francesco, his son was in, two boys, and they were in Australia in 2005 on a business trip, and they saw this glass stopper. Some people, purists, say, hey, you know, I'd rather have a cork in it, what's this? But it takes people to get used to the twist off or the technology behind it. See, because corks are extremely expensive. Like when you take champagne, sometimes, because champagne's in 3 pieces, the cork in a champagne bottle costs more than the bottle to make. Corks are very, very expensive and getting harder to get. Like a lot of times in certain wines, they'll pay more for the cork than they do the process, the bottling and everything, just for the price of the cork. Cork's extremely important. And the texture of the cork and the tightness of the cork. So this is technology. And these young guys, it's like when you see all these different vineyards, generation, this is their first generation making their own wine, right? But what they did was they used their dad's, you know, the dad had it, he was producing his wine, his way, growing it, and they wanted to expand. They expanded, they ran with it, they're innovative. They produce in 5 different wines, 5 different regions. They're using the white. They're using all the technology and the expertise from, his name was Mario. And their brothers was, 2 brothers' names were Alberto and Diego. It's got a lot of berry. This is a floral bouquet. I'm surprised. I've never had this wine. I thought it'd be more, you know, being from, because in Sicily, you're gonna have a lot of the, you know, you get hot. It can get hot. The grapes get big. You know, you could get a ton of aroma. This is kind of, it's there, but it's not flowery all over the place. It's good. It's not drinking as young as I would have thought. It's a little more, maybe because of the tannins in it. It rolls off the tongue. Let me try that again. Yeah, that rolls right off the tongue. Yeah, it's nice. When you take a full sip, you know. Now, see, this S is not for, it's not for Sicily, okay? And it's not the Sicilian bocce ball. I wish it was. No, you know what? Maybe bocce. I love bocce. I wonder if we should do indoor bocce. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Indoor croquet. I wanted to do that years ago. Now we could do indoor bocce. Now, with foods with this, you want to do meat, burger. You know, $10 bottle of wine. You get a burger. If you're at a restaurant, guys having a piece of steak. Or if you're at home, someone's having steak, someone's having, you know, if you're having a pasta, a steak, you're doing a hamburger with, like I said, with an onion ring or something on it. This can take spicy sausage and peppers. I would do this with a sausage and peppers over a pasta or a broccoli rabe. This works. This would also probably work with, this back to the mushrooms, but this is more like Montepulciano. You know, I figured it'd be more fruity, being from Sicily, but this wine is more like a Montepulciano, you know, and this is considered a table red, okay? Even though it's a DOC, but see, Sicily does it their way, as we would expect, but it's a DOC, and they watch their grapes. They're very proud, they're very historic about their grapes. They want it to be done. You know, they want to be done in accordance, but they make a lot of great, you know, excellent bottles of wine, $5 and $10. Some people say they go to Italy, you don't find them. That's why if you hunt them, you'll find them. And they're, like I say, they're the #1 producer right now. Well, that was easy. That's a big one. That's a nice fruit, blackberry. It's good, you know. And this, you could drink this, I would say you drink this you drink it, no, it's good now. See, some wines you want to open it fast, it was too much time, you say, I want to wait for 2 years. This is ready to drink now. Well, it's already 2020, it's 2017. A lot of wines you want to sit. This is steel. Like the fermentation on this, This is stainless steel fermentation, so you're not going to get a ton of that oak, or you don't taste any of that, because this is stainless steel fermentation. Now they take these grapes and they pick them, right? And they take them off the stem. They destem them. They put them in cold fermentation, 41 degrees. Put them in there for 2 days. And then they take them and then they raise it to 78 degrees. Heat it up, fermentation. Then they play with the grape. Then they put it back, and then they keep it for 6 months in steel, in stainless steel vats. You know, so it's a nice wine. You know, you bring it, you recommend this to somebody, you're not getting hurt. This is a nice, easy, it works. Now we'll do the twist. Do the chubby checkers twist now. Now listen, I wish you all a great night. Like we continue to say and remind, stay away, stay separated from others, you know, keeping the confines of your own family. We're getting through it. Day by day, we're getting through it. Each day gets a little better, and then maybe by summertime, ain't no cure for the summertime blues. We ain't gonna have summertime blues. We're gonna have summertime, okay? So, all the best, and let's continue to pray and keeping our thoughts and our minds. All the hospital workers, anybody out there, EMS, that, like I say, the truck drivers, your mailman, you know, these, when you get, they're not wanting to go and get to, they don't want to go to work in the morning, but they do it because feel it's their duty and it's the right thing to do for the fellow man. So, God bless you all. Say a prayer and good night. See you tomorrow. We're going to dance a little bit in Italy, okay? So, manja.